please remember to leave a like, a comment, share the video about, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Thank you. Well, isn't this just fantastic?
Captain's Log, Subdates 231208.1. On the 8th day of Moistmas, my whole crew gave to me a brand new Ibanez RG550 and a free guitar lesson with Steve Vai. As punishment for this, I've ordered the crew to clean plasma reserves directly out of the tins. Welcome everyone to This Week at X. Today we're going to start with Conor McGregor. He's trended a few times of late, whether that be mixed martial arts based or his whiskey and now stout based, or his views concerning Ireland. Recently he welcomed a new baby into the world and posted a picture of that onto X and Instagram, I believe. Somebody though took it the wrong way and posted, "WTF are men doing this for? Sorry, you're not nurturers. You're not soft and comforting for a baby, especially not him. You can't feed them, it's effing creepy." This is a very odd tweet to put out there knowing you're going to get blowback. We'll get to some of the consequences of that soon enough. It is often believed that the mother is the caregiver and the nurturer, and when a baby is born, of course, the mother and the child need time to bond. If the father is as fully involved in the child's life as Conor is, then you want that bond as well. A father and a son bonding, you want that. Any parent would want that. We're not all English and old-fashioned here, or American and old-fashioned as well. Ursula von der Leyen parody. It's skin-to-skin contact and good to regulate the baby immediately out of the womb. The midwife will have told him to, it's lovely, now stop. Reply from Larissa. He doesn't have a womb. He's the dad. Big plus strong and there to provide and protect mummy and baby. This is the mother's job. The baby needs its mother's touch, warmth, comfort, not a hard wall of hairy muscle. The baby does not need this, the dad shouldn't need it either. I think you're trying to femsplain what a man wants with his child. Womansplain, femsplain, one of those words. You're trying to understand something based on antiquated ideas. There are other pictures of the mother and the baby bonding. Conor was there doing his fatherly duties, husband duties. To be so out of touch and cynical is quite cliche when it comes to the platform of X. And I earlier mentioned a consequence. Okay, so I went and looked up the user. There are many replies to the tweet, but the post is from an account that no longer exists. So at time of recording, it can be safely surmised they have briefly terminated use of the platform while they rethink their options in the future. Oh, and the vast majority of the replies, I'll link the tweet in the pinned comment, are very much in favour of Conor, not you. Next, Watch.Guru. Just in, thousands of users are cancelling Disney Plus subscriptions after Elon Musk told CEO Bob Iger to go F yourself for blackmailing him over advertising on X. Now, I showed that clip last week. We're not going to show it again. We now know the motivations behind it, and yes, it is incredibly hypocritical of Disney to say that they stand up against anti-Semitism, yet they promote themselves on places like TikTok, which has been dubbed the most anti-Semitic platform. Within this tweet, there is also an article. Matt Jarbo, formerly Monday Matt, have retweeted with, "You do know that people go on the internet and tell lies for clout, right?" Retweeted by Simius. "Oh Matt, ... irony." Matt Jarbo retweeted with, "I never lied for clout. I didn't flag the people I was accused of in that stream. I did flag others. So calm thy tits, ma'am. Trups, who I stream with, so you were lying. Got it." The context is Monday Matt, years ago, built his entire channel off of being flagged by Zoe Quinn. He made regular content talking about movies, social commentary, didn't really invest too much in politics, just news events. It was quite interesting really. He was very active, until one day a number of people have been calling him out. He went onto the kill stream that was at that point on YouTube, and it was discovered when he showed everyone his report history that he had in fact been flagging people. Dame Pesos was the most obvious one. I do not believe he had flagged anyone on the stream, but he had been flagging and it killed his channel. He did have a redemption arc last year or this year because of Ethan Ralph, but for the sake of the context, he is right. He did not flag those on the stream, but he did flag others. Simius is also right though that there is some irony to it, considering what you were busted for. It's just a bit of a shame, I guess, at this point. It's been a few years and that stuff's never dying. It's proof that the internet really doesn't forget. You are infamous, I guess. Yeah? Yeah. Colin Rugg, new, the mother of Brendan Deeper, the 6'6" teen who beat his teacher unconscious over a Nintendo Switch, is pleading for the teacher to show mercy on her son. Deeper's adoptive mum, Leanne, says sentencing her autistic son to prison will be a death sentence. He is facing up to 30 years in prison for the attack as the teacher, Joan, is still recovering from the trauma. Quote from Leanne, "I'm so sorry for what my son did. Nobody should ever have to go through that. Please consider he has had a hard life, and he has gone through so much trauma in his life. He has autism. Please show mercy to him." Joan is reportedly refusing to help Deeper get a lighter sentence and says she hopes this case will prevent anyone else from ever dealing with the trauma. Retweeted by everyone's favourite race baiter Tariq. This is a horrible story. Putting special needs black youths in prison is a white supremacist ethnic cleansing tactic, and the white female teacher involved in this case has profited from the ordeal with a GoFundMe. This seems unethical because it could incentivize other white teachers to deliberately trigger black special needs kids to react violently so the teachers can get a bag. I like that Tariq thinks local, acts global, trying to make a larger point from something isolated. I saw what happened in that video and many have seen it. That teacher was annihilated. Special needs or not, race is irrelevant as well, by the way. Attack took place and they now need to face justice for that. Retweeted by, again, Trups. What the actual F did this man just say? The video is right there. Are you out of your mind? And Scythy Claus, because Moistmas is real, Sithmas is not, although Festivus is alright. Tariq, no one is buying your BS anymore. Race hustler is too kind a word for you. I mean, he's a failed rapper as well. Wash Your Ass was his album, was it not? Tariq doesn't get much in the way of interaction that he used to get. He really doesn't. Unless it's negativity, because he is a race baiter. He always has been that. It is very much him profiting off of this. He always has, and I'll be honest, at this point in his life, it is somewhat ironic that he would complain about a teacher with a GoFundMe when he himself has monetized his entire existence of baiting people on race, whilst trying to make it seem like he's pushing for some form of social justice. I guess while we're in the ballpark of bait, let's go to Blair White. This tweet is clearly bait, by the way. The leftist brain works just like a dog's. It responds to tone of voice, not words. It's how they can support obvious insanity, child sex changes, Osama bin Laden, Hamas, etc. They obey any order regardless how barbaric. If it's given in an emotionally pleasing tone, woof, dog emoji. It's bait, don't bite it. Although there is a point. Maybe I'll discuss that with Trups. He'll enjoy that. Now next I saw an interaction that started on November 21st but actually ended on December the 1st. Yes, this went on for a little while. Concerning men. ZV Bear. Pretending to care after you convinced her to get an abortion. Retweeted by Camellia. Men use abortion to escape responsibility. Never trust a pro-abortion man. It's got a lot of quote tweets. Reply from Mellow the Gourd. I wish your dad... ... Never mind. Retweeted by Camellia. You're fat, lose weight. Reply from McMeow Dynasty 89. He can lose the weight. You'll always be ugly. Camellia. Because you're a... and I can't say that last word, but it rhymes with bag. Yeah. I am somewhat surprised considering how incendiary it became towards the end, which I'll be honest all seemed like trolling to me, that this tweet is still there. Those kind of words usually get someone cancelled, don't they? So next to something a little more light-hearted. AG. Only in America can I walk into a store and walk out that same day with a weapon at war. I am literally shaking right now with how easy this was. We need reform now. Continuing, lot of angry fascists in the replies. It's an airsoft gun, clown emoji. First, that's a toy airsoft gun. Second, it's weapon of war, not weapon in war. I can, as an Englishman, confirm that is an airsoft piece. It's kinda pointless really, but one can admire the effort one has gone to commit to the troll. Especially when if you look at their Twitter profile, it says, I make videos about 3D printed guns disguised as meme videos. There's some commitment here, folks. Of late, I've seen a rise in two things. First, the renaissance, as it were, of the thoughts. More on my timeline, and the AI ones as well. Other things I've seen, though, would include sellers, advertisers, I guess. For foosball, for example, like this one. My favourite thing about it was the community note. The crying shame really is I forgot to archive this early enough, and the Twitter account in question have turned off replies, because the community note had listed this as being a scam. The next thing I want to talk about concerns spoilers. For this, I'm going to use the movie May December. and a tweet from Nafis, one of the most WTF moments from the film. Replies underneath, and this gets amusing. And you are spoiling it for everyone, why? Reply, this is based on a true story. How is that a spoiler? Reply, that scene had an impact on him. It will not have an impact on me. Can you guess why? Reply, because you are a toddler who needs something to be shiny and new to catch their attention instead of watching a story that has no spoilers at all and being affected by the on-screen performances like the OP. Additional replies of interest. Baby, this ain't Avengers Endgame. One single, dark with small text, screenshot isn't spoiling the film. And this is not a spoiler at all. More cope though. Hey, how about we don't tweet screenshots of spoiler-heavy plot points of the movie the day after it comes out? Reply, yeah man, how dare someone spoil a real-life case? Reply, it's inspired by a tabloid report. Why treat this as if it's the same level as the OJ trial and everyone knows what it's about? If you're going to spoil the hell out of a movie that just dropped on Netflix yesterday, you could at least have the decency to put the name of the movie in the text so people could maybe avoid reading the captions. Reply, hard to spoil a case that was everywhere for years. Reply, what are you talking about? It's a fictional story. You don't know everything that happens and I have not seen the clip outside of the context of the film. Reply, then there's nothing to complain about. Reply, huh? I'm complaining about the OP on this thread, posting pictures of this scene. I'm saying I haven't seen it otherwise other than in film. Okay then. Full reference. I've spoiled a movie for you. You're all welcome. I personally do not care about spoilers because it's not going to stop me wanting to or not wanting to watch something. In this instance, I'm not going to. Why? Because it's on Netflix and I don't have Netflix, I have Spotify. I listen to music over watching movies. If I want to watch a movie, I'll buy the bloody DVD. There is a slight contradiction in this because obviously I use Spotify, but I do actually own all the CDs for the bands that I listen to. Yeah, I still buy physical copies. So next, The Art of Purpose. This is disturbing. Included is an image from 2021. Study, young men prefer video games over casual sex. Firstly, this makes perfect sense because casual sex can come with a consequence. Video games don't come with as many consequences. This was retweeted by Honey Badger Radio, who said, games offer young men a clear meritocracy, opportunity to socialize with their male friends, and a story in which the world is better because the gamer has engaged with it. The society that this person wants young men to engage with offers the following overwhelming messages. The meritocracy is either broken or evil. Male socialization is suspicious and borderline criminal. The world is worse off because young men are in it, either because of global warming or because males steal stuff from women with male privilege, or actively harm them by participating in the patriarchy, or are simply undesirable because the future is female. Here's a clue. The things you tell young men actually do matter. They are listening to you, and that is very important. Instead of seeking to elevate everyone to create what was dubbed equality, you had to tear down people instead. That's not equality, that's just showing you how far you have to bring others back so you can catch up or keep up. It's a dangerous area to traverse, I think. I also think it's rather stupid someone's tweeting out a 2021 study as if it's worthy of current year, but I guess it falls handily in line because 3 days later, the trailer for GTA 6 was finally released. And I was very excited about this. I saw it, Vice City I believe, I am very happy about this. Of course there was a lot going on in it because it has to represent current year, social media especially, newer characters, protagonists, very interesting stuff. Keemstar. Video games are not real life. Stop being weirdos. Image. A list of games I have not played, all 6 GTAs. Elon Musk. Tried, but didn't like doing crime. GTA 5 required shooting police officers in the opening scene, just couldn't do it. Ian Miles Swatter. I'm glad shooting cops in Cyberpunk 2077 is completely optional, never finished GTA 5 either. We'll come back to him soon by the way. Tipster. Retweeted Rev Lascaris. We need to ban GTA 6. Children should not be playing this game. Hashtag ban GTA 6. Tipster. The right-wing anti-woke crowd has become the SJWs they used to make fun of. Readers added context to this by the way. GTA has a high age rating. Children shouldn't be playing it in the first place. Tipster again retweeting Jackson Hinkle. Why are these Zionists at Rockstar Games releasing this sexualized video game for children in America? Get hashtag ban GTA 6 trending right now. Readers added context again. Rockstar is not affiliated with any Zionism movement. This user is known for spreading misinformation to boost engagements and interactions. Tipster. Bruh, the game is rated M for mature. It's clearly marketed for adults, not kids. The Quartering. Ian Miles Swatter busted, sucking off Elon and totally lying because that tweet I showed earlier was given context. Ian Miles Chong has written up to 255 Gamer Ranks articles covering GTA 5, including descriptions of personally killing or evading virtual police in game player's single player mode. It's supposed to have in the game single player mode and I butchered it and I'm not re-recording it. Ian Miles Chong is a massive hypocrite, 100%. I'm looking forward to GTA 6 because I've played every single one from the very start and I still have all of them. I really do. I've loved them. I loved it when they brought GTA 3 out on PS2. It was so different. It was very much, to me, a trailblazer in that area. I really enjoyed the game. And I know, violence, how dare you. Haram! I even have the definitive edition on my Switch. And I don't care, because I like physical copies, alright? I will still play the new game, because Vice City was the best one. And I'd love to go back and see what's happened to Vercetti. To those who are grandstanding morally about, won't someone please think of their children? Get off your high horses, please. This is not that complicated. Calm your tits, have a biscuit, and stop obsessing over a video that's 1.5 minutes long and has almost surpassed the viewership for GTA 5's initial trailer, and that's been out for over 10 years, and it's managed to do it in less than a week, which is very impressive, by the way. If parents allow their children to play that game, that's on them, not us. I'm going to play it because I want to. Of course, I might need to get a PS5 first. That can be done. I think they're more easily accessible these days.